Hey guys, it's Lee Moto, and tonight we're going to talk about backpacks. So the stereotypical bag that everyone sees who's not been riding for a while when they want to buy a bag is the OGO Zero Drag. I personally am not a fan of this bag. I have one because when I bought it, I was like, hey, I need a backpack. What's a motorcycle bag look like? And this is what came up. I've seen the big expensive versions, which is not what this one is. This is the Zero Drag, just the basic. I think it was $80 on sale at Cycle Gear or something like that. They have big expensive ones that are almost $200 that are the Dainese edition, and they have felt lining, and I don't like those for the same reason I don't like this. One of the reasons I don't like this, if I'm riding and I need to get gas and I pull into the gas station, I can't just unsling my bag off one shoulder, grab my wallet, swipe my card, pay for my gas, put my stuff back in, throw it back over my shoulder and go. I have to take this jacket all the way off because this is where the zipper is. It runs all the way around the inside of this bag. If that's not crazy to you, then this bag's for you. But when you open this bag up, it's just one giant hard-shelled pocket. It's just a big hole. Now it does have pockets inside of here. Let me get this up so you can see it better. It does have pockets here for maybe a tablet or a small laptop. I don't know what this is going to be used for, really. And supposedly you can keep a visor for a helmet in here and not have to worry about it bending. I don't know. There's just a lot of things that don't make sense in this design concept, in my opinion. If I don't have this bag completely full, things are just going to rattle around in here. I mean, it doesn't hold anything securely unless it's something thin enough that you can slip it in one of these pockets. So for me, like maybe I don't want to wear my riding shoes everywhere. So when I get to where I'm going, maybe I want to have a pair of shoes or something in my bag that I can just put on. Maybe I have winter gloves or a spare visor or something like that I don't want to bounce around and rattle around. It's just personal preference. I mean, let's be honest. It's just me being picky. It's not a horrible bag. It's just not a practical one. So we have these problems with bags like the Zero Drag, but what's the answer? My answer was the black helmet tactical bag. I know you guys are thinking like, you're one of those tactical guys, you gotta have the tactical bag. Yes and no. I got this bag because of what it's made out of. This bag, their geared audience is police, military, wildland firefighters, guys that do tough jobs. This material is flame resistant. It has warning strips on it. So on one of the shoulder straps, which I'll show you in a second, it has this strap in the back. It's got Velcro for cool patches and stuff. It's got molly webbing, so if this isn't enough, you can always add more. It's got the elastic bands where you can tie stuff down. Tons of pockets along the outside. For instance, this pocket, so easy and up on the top. That's where my wallet with my license, my insurance, all my information and stuff goes. It's right there. It's easily accessible. It's not an issue at all. For those of you that carry a firearm and you have a concealed carry license, or your state allows you to concealed carry without a license or a permit, this middle pocket is extremely deep and has a nice pocket for a concealed carry firearm. There's so much that goes on with this bag that you can do. And you don't have to have that one size rattling stuff around. Everything in here is padded. Everything in here is accessible. It's a really comfortable bag to wear. You don't have that solid frame, so when you're hunched over that tank and you're in a really aggressive riding mode, you feel that bag all the way across your back, especially with like a spine protector in. This bag is going to conform to you. You can cinch it down. It has a chest strap. It has a waist strap. I mean, you can really get some stuff in here and keep it secured to your body. One of the coolest things about this bag, though, is it came with what they called an overnight hygiene bag or something like that. I decided, because of how nice it is inside, and you can see they got the same logo. It's from the same guys. Came with the bag. It's got medical supplies in it. I have a tourniquet. I have gauze. I have things for injuries that are going to happen if I were out riding, or there's an accident around me or something like that. Nothing serious. There's no field surgeon stuff in here, but it's good stuff to stop bleeding. Overall, though, what attracted me to this bag is that it's at the same price point as the OGO. It's a better quality, in my opinion, and that's completely subjective. And it's more practical, which is also subjective. But it's at the same price point. I'm not losing anything out by buying this instead of that. I'm not spending more money for this quality and this accessibility than I am that OGIO. So with that being said, that's why this is my solution and my remedy to what bag I'm going to use to carry all my stuff when I ride. Because unless you're riding on an ultra classic, big, bad V-twin cruiser, or it's something like that, or a sport tourer with panniers, you need somewhere to store things. That was one of the biggest hurdles when I first started riding. Is it was a lot easier to park, and insurance was cheaper, and fuel was cheaper, but I can't carry anything with me. So that's something to think about if you're new to getting into riding, or you don't have a bag, or you just want a new bag. Check out Black Helmet. They have really good stuff, really tough stuff, and I can't speak more highly of it. It's been a great bag for me. So on the flip side of the bag, you have these really cushioned plush shoulder straps. They're adjustable at the tops, as well as this chest strap that is also adjustable. You have the waist belt. It's not padded, but I don't use it at all, so it didn't affect me. It has D-rings in case you want to clip like a Garmin or something like that onto there if you're on a road trip or anything like that. And they have a really tough drag handle that, it holds its own weight. So it's got MOLLE down both sides. It's got big thick pads on the shoulders all the way down the back. It's very, very well construction. I know you can't see that through the video, but these straps are thick. They're really thick stuff. And like I said, the whole bag, it's flame resistant. It's not fireproof, it's flame resistant, because this bag was designed for wildland firefighting. Go check them out, blackhelmet.com. They have a lot of stuff. You're going to get on there, you're going to see, wow, that most of their stuff is geared toward firefighters and police and military, but their bags and their luggage, you can find some steals in there. You don't always have to have motorcycle gear for motorcycle riding, and that's, I think, is big in the backpack world, especially with these zero drags. I'm not a fan. You'll never hear me say anything good about them, but in this case, stepping out of the motorcycle world can really, really benefit you, especially if you're somebody who's on a motorcycle a lot. So, interrupt time. This content is not House of Moto, which I know a lot of you guys are here for the House of Moto build series, and there's an explanation behind that. And that explanation is, we're trying to keep content coming to you guys so you can get some information about some good gear, doing some podcast style interviews so that you guys can hear from riders that are riding longer than myself, or shorter than myself, or more aggressively, or strictly on the track, or et cetera, et cetera. We're going to be bringing content like that to you until we can really get rolling on the build series. And the reason that we can't really take off on the build series yet is because we're independent creators. We're not sponsored, and we don't have the capital to just throw at these builds to keep them coming out new episodes every week. However, we have launched a Patreon page, and I know you're asking yourself, well, Leapmoto, how can we help you guys get to that goal? Go to the Patreon page, link below, sign up for whatever it is that you want to contribute. Hopefully in the future, when we get to 200, we're going to be building bikes to give away to our Patreon supporters. And really, I guess the legal term is raffle, because you could win an entire customized motorcycle with the entire story of that bike documented on video for the price of one episode of House of Moto on Patreon. So keep that in mind, guys, because we plan on building bikes for you guys.